hands free and just threw a shot low to low into the near side corner. As the Let's Go Don Bosco chant comes up, the Ironman takes a 2-goal advantage. Tyler Liotta-Snyder's done very well in the faceoff. He's going against Spallanzani right now. Spallanzani slows him down, but Liotta-Snyder able to pick up the loose ball and gets away from Pandice. He'll head towards the corner. Leaves it now for French. Spins away from trouble. Dumps it back now for Katz. Katz near side for Gray. Gray back up top. Here's Katz being looked at by O'Donnell. Cuts to the inside. Has nothing there. Bucci will throw it far side for French. Taken by Thalen. And he's forced back behind the cage. Leaves it aside for French once again. Being pushed off by Pandice. Looked like a high cross check. Referee right on top of it. No call. Taken by Thalen. Up top now for Bucci. Near side for Katz. All the way across now. This is McLeod. Out of Bradenton, Florida. The sophomore getting some time. Comes now for Katz. Katz jump shot. Save there by McCullough. And he will hold on and give the Ironmen control. Looked like a frustration shot there by IMG. Not exactly high percentage. And it's thrown across to the near side. Picked up by Spallanzani. Ball almost got away, but he's able to control with 2:10 left to go in the third. Don Bosco leading by a score of 8-6. First 2-goal advantage of this Spallanzani. All the way back up top now for O'Sullivan. Had to wait for it. He could have had room if he got around Bucci. But a little loft pass, and he had to kind of slow things down. Jogging near side O'Sullivan. Again being looked at by Bucci, who's out of Ithaca, New York. Spins away, dumped back behind the cage from Massey. Massey being looked at by McLeod. Behind O'Sullivan. 1:37 left to go in the third. 8-6 lead for Don Bosco. As we do come to you from Don Bosco Prep in Ramsey, New Jersey. Thanks so much for joining us. Tom Williams here with the call. Is trying to come out in front here is Riley O'Sullivan. He's double teamed, back behind the cage. Looking for help. There's none coming. Massey will try to do it himself, but he's slowed down by Colin Lyons. Dumps it far side for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan being peeked at by McLeod. Drifts goal line extended, now back behind the cage. Stutter step, trying to come out in front. Good job by McLeod. Thrown up top now for Carroll. Carroll near side for Rubino. Less than a minute to go here in the third. Isolation in the corner. Connor Carroll. Correction, that is Jack Gall. Thrown back up top. Moved by Rubino. Just couldn't get his hands free. And he'll drift towards the corner. 42 seconds left to go in the third. Trying to push him off is Bucci. They'll isolate once again. Timer on. For the first time in this game, we have the first stall warning, or timer on as they call it now, as Riley O'Sullivan picks it up. O'Sullivan triple team, trying to power through. Draws the penalty as the flag goes down. That's some good work. Drawing another penalty is Don Bosco. They will go on the man up for the 5th time. They are 1 for 4. As heading to the box is Colin Lyons, the junior from Lafayette, New York. He'll get called for the hold. So 22 and a half seconds left to go in the third. Don Bosco looking for an insurance marker here towards the end of the quarter. Trying to cut out in front. Here is Gall. The top out of the cross of O'Sullivan. Kicked back ahead, and it's going to be one forward by Schwartz. He overran it, but it's taken here by Gray, and he's going to head towards the corner. Now he's going to try to cut out in front for a possible man-down goal. But now it drifts back towards the corner smartly. Cody Gray, the senior, back behind the cage, and that will do it for the third quarter. So after 3, it's Don Bosco 8, IMG 6. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the 4th in just a couple minutes. Thanks so much for watching high school lacrosse on NJ.ORG.
Two teams that never face each other. You look at the scores of games, you just don't know.
Right, exactly. It's like I'll be uploading more footage. job, John. Sounds good.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Some team, huh? Recruiting from all over.
Yeah, there's a few
Out of the
schools like
country.
that. Yeah, one kid from Germany, yeah.
Quebec?
And a couple of kids from Quebec, yeah.
Really?
And one kid from Toronto. Yeah,
Well,
and French kid.
pay to go to that school.
I'm sure some pay and some
Scholarship.
scholarship, I'm sure.
IMG, is that the bank? No, it's ING.
Yeah.
What does IMG stand
Yeah,
for?
but again, I've only heard of him because of the Nick Bottiglieri.
It's a new team, right?
No, it's only their second year, but I've heard of their tennis program. It's world famous.
Right.
I mean, who is Martina Hingis,
Right.
Jennifer Capriati. I think the Williams sisters even played out of there.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's just a sick tennis program. And if you go on their website, they have their alumni from all the sports is pretty impressive too. A couple of Major League Baseball players, a couple of MLL and NL lacrosse players.
Right. Did you tweet the third quarter score?
No, I'll do that as I first lull.
No problem.
Too busy socializing with you guys.
We should be running commercials now, but we don't have any yet.
Oh, well, you'll get it. All right. Can I go whenever I want? Or?
Yeah, I'm live. Let me, I'll pull it out and give you a little visual.
Currently, the condo number on IMG, number 42 is Jared Fernandez, not Josh.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, live from Don Bosco Prep as IMG controls the ball. They are on the man up for the first time in this game. Something went down. Actually, it's an even strength, 5-on-5. So at the end of that quarter, something went down. We did not see what happened. As in the box for IMG is Matthew Morial. And in for Don Bosco is Riley O'Sullivan. So something that happened after the play. As now it's a man up here for IMG for the next 30 seconds and a chance to get back in this game. 8-6 lead for Don Bosco. Tom Williams here with the call. Thanks so much for joining us. As it comes now to the near side. Shot comes in. Ooh, fanned on there a bit. I think that was Thalen who lost control. Followed up, though, by French. French will try to cut out in front. Left the side down for Thalen. Back to even strength. Ball down. Triple teamed here. He'll come to the near side. Over running it was Katz. He gets pushed down the play. That'll be a loose ball push, and it'll be IMG ball. So IMG does pick up their first man up, but it could not convert. They're 0 for 1, while Don Bosco is 1 for 4. Near side, shot comes in, scores! Had no angle. Jonathan Thalen able to power it over the head of the netminder McCullough, who just ducked underneath that one. And with 10:40 left to go in the fourth, it's now 8-7 Don Bosco.
Number 22, JT Thalen.
So a good start to the period for IMG. And not a goal that I think Kieran McCullough wanted to give up there. Again, it was basically at his head. Natural reaction when you see a 1-pound ball heading towards your cranium is to duck, and that's exactly what he did. As now IMG looks to warm to the task, passed all the way across. It's taken here by Bucci, who rolls it far side for Cougar Kirby. Far side now, this is Gray. All the way back up top. DeSorio for Bucci. Skips Kirby, comes near side for Thalen, picked up the last goal. Little two-man game on the near side, dump back down for Kirby, across far side for DeSorio. Kirby heads towards the cage as a cutter. DeSorio tries to find room. Near side down for Thalen. Thalen couldn't get his hands free. Good little stick check by Daniel Johnson. Kirby has it once again. Trying to poke it away. It was Pandice, cuts across, shot comes in, scores! A little worm burner there by Cougar Kirby. He picks up his first of the game. And just like that, we are tied at 8 with 9:47 left to go in the fourth. Just two quick goals. Again, that last one was very tough for the netminder McCullough. Again, that was through traffic, and again, it was rolled. Low to low, not even a foot off the ground. It was actually rolled on goal. One of the toughest opportunities to see is a false start here against IMG, and it'll be a Don Bosco ball. Just a face-off violation against Leota Snyder. He's been on the edge of that all game. He's only been called a couple times for it, though. It's taken here by Riley O'Sullivan. So we're tied at 8, 9:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bosco has it back behind the cage. Here's Connor Carroll being looked at tightly by Daniel Berlin. Do want to apologize. We've been given wrong information. Number 42 for IMG is actually Jared Fernandez. We've been calling him Joshua Schwartz because that's the information that we picked up. But just want to let everyone know that Fernandez has been playing a pretty good game. As it comes back up top now for Spallanzini, being looked at here by Leota Snyder, who's been a monster in the faceoff dot. Taken by Gall, spins away from the double. Back behind, this is Rubino looking out in front, gets it now from Massey. No panic here for the Ironmen. Again, giving up 2 quick goals, but now have a good offensive set going. As here is Riley O'Sullivan, 2 goals on the game, 7 on the season. Back here for Spallanzini. Good ball movement. Around to the far side, behind the cage, this is Gall. Just looking for that cross-seam pass. Good job, though, by IMG. Oh, his spin move, cutting out in front, low shot, blocked. Goes back behind the netminder where it's covered up by Max Smith, and it's a sender ball. They'll try to get the fast break going. It goes off the cross of Cedillo. Unable to pick up the loose ball was Johnson. It's loose on the near side, and it's scooped up by Wildkoff. He couldn't control, but that gets it right back. Good thing, because back behind the cage, McCullough was not in the cage. If that was intercepted cleanly by IMG, they would have had an open net. Ball ends up out of play, and IMG has control. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth. We're tied at 8, taken here by Massimo Bucci. He's being looked at by Johnson. Bucci gets it back from Jonathan Thalen. Far side, J.D. DeSorio. 2-man game. Little pick, comes out in front, shot comes in off the crossbar. The bounce shot hit the top of the iron. Another opportunity, scores! Side of the net, nice pass to Cody Gray, who fired it home for his second of the game. 7:36 left to go in the fourth. It's now 9-8 IMG. 3-goal run here for the Ascenders. They were down 8-6 coming into the quarter. Now they lead 9-8. This is where a timeout by Don Bosco might be helpful. Again, the coaches have done a good job. They called a couple of timeouts earlier when Don Bosco was losing control. They had control of the ball, but they were kind of erratic. Now a 3-goal run. And the coaching staff for Don Bosco may want to slow things down. But no sign of a timeout just yet. Face-off between Joseph Acquaviva and Tyler Leota Snyder. Acquaviva, a good fight on this one. As Leota Snyder has had his number throughout the game. Trying to escape out with it. Comes to the near side. Trying to scoop up here is Cedillo. He'll chase to the near side. It'll roll out of play. It'll be Don Bosco ball. Taken out of the snow by Thomas Joyce. As he steps back into play with 7:20 left to go in the fourth. Spin move there to get away from Cedillo. But he'll get into the box and only there. Cedillo did a good job. Now poke check by Cedillo. Picked up though by Joyce. Joyce is dangerously close to that center line. Ball is down. Good job using the backside as a shield. 3-on-3 scrum. It'll trickle over the line. Taken here by Ben French. He'll move out 3-on-3. French across here for Thielen. Thielen all the way across. Shot comes in. Oh, what a save. Rebound off the side of the net. And it'll go out of play. But it's followed up by IMG. Couple of big stops. One by McCullough. The other by the iron. And it stays a 1-goal advantage for IMG. 6:45 left to go in the fourth. 9-8 Ascenders. Near side, this is Ben French. Kirby dumps it on back now for Thalen. Cougar Kirby, far side for Nick Katz. Katz looks up top for Kirby, but couldn't see. But Kirby will come off, actually, taken here by Thalen. And late midfield substitution by the Ascenders. Taken by Thalen. Up top, shot comes in, scores! Nick Katz picks up the hat trick on an absolute rocket from 20 yards out. 6:15 left to go in the fourth. It's now 10-8 in favor of IMG. So it's a 4-goal run. And Don Bosco needs to find some way to stop the bleeding here. They had an offensive set that only lasted seconds, unfortunately, as they lost control. They need a face-off win here. This could be the biggest one of the game. Ball is loose. It'll be scooped up, but unable to pick it up cleanly was Fernandez. Then he tries on the far side and able to pick it up, and good job by IMG to keep control. Here's Cody Gray back behind the cage. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. A 2-goal advantage for the IMG Ascenders. Taken by Leota Snyder. Up top from Massimo Bucci. All the way back now for Nick Katz. Katz with the hat trick. Offensive star of this game for IMG. Cody Gray, Ben French with 2 each. Nice underhand pass. Shot comes in. Scores! Ben French picks up the hat trick. The junior from Toronto makes it 11-8 with 5:35 left to go in the fourth. It's now a 5-goal run for IMG. And the goaltender, Kieran McCullough, very demonstrative in the defensive huddle. Can't allow French that much room. Any attackman with that much skill is going to pick a corner every time. Good scrum here. It'll be a hold against IMG. And it'll be Don Bosco ball. This is what they need here. They need a long offensive set. Obviously, can't be too long as they're down 3 with only 5+ to go. Trying to move up here is Spellanzani. They need a goal here, at the very least. Connor Carroll back behind the cage. A little bouncer there for Gall. Has trouble with it. Gall shields, being harassed. It'll be kicked out to the near side. Still lose. The goaltender will come out to try to pick it up. Piano pick up. And timeout has been called by Don Bosco. Another smart timeout. Not sure if they had control, but the near side official says they did. So the Ironmen will try to get something going here. They've got 5:06 left to work with in the fourth quarter. And they are down 3 after they were up 2 heading into this final regulation stanza. Fans, be sure to join us for the next broadcast on NJ.ORG. It'll be Saturday at 9 a.m. as they'll come to you from Immaculate Heart Academy in Washington Township, New Jersey. That's part of the IHA softball tournament as the Immaculate Heart Eagles host the Pennsbury High School Falcons. And that's coming up Saturday at 9 a.m. here on NJ.org. So it's an 11-8 lead for IMG as we do come to you from Don Bosco Prep School in Ramsey, New Jersey. Tom Williams here with the call. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. Beautiful day here in northern New Jersey, even though we've still got snow on the ground on the outside. And for a long time, it was a beautiful day for Don Bosco, keeping it very tight, even taking a 2-goal advantage into this quarter. But IMG has certainly stepped things up. Not sure if they had bus lag coming from Pennsylvania. Although the school is in Florida. They did fly into the Philadelphia area. They'll be spending the weekend in Philadelphia, playing against various teams in suburban Philadelphia. But a little bit of a slow start for IMG. But they've certainly turned it on here in the fourth. Again, IMG is a dedicated sports school compared to Don Bosco Prep, where academics is what they're known for. For IMG, their academics are just fine as a sport. Keep up here. We may have a conditioning difference between the two clubs. Again, this is Don Bosco's 4th game of the season. IMG, this is old hat for them. This is game number 19. issue as well, as the fresher legs may belong to the IMG senders. But right off the restart as O'Sullivan tries to cut out in front. He's double-teamed, got his stick held up, couldn't get a shot on. And it's taken by Cedillo, who'll swing it up ahead looking for Bucci. Bucci picks it up cleanly. O'Sullivan chases him down, throws a couple of hacks, and he's going to get called for either a